What are the most affordable or cheapest cities to buy a house in Canada? Affordable and cheap are not the same thing. We've often heard about how expensive houses in Toronto and Vancouver are, where they're over $1 million. So in this episode of Bald Prairie Real Estate, I'm going to give you the 7 most affordable cities to buy a house in Canada. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Bald Prairie Real Estate, where I educate you all about real estate. If you're a returning viewer, you're awesome. And if you're new here, my name is Matthew Fife. I'm a real estate agent from Regina, Saskatchewan. A couple of months ago, I did a video looking at Canadian housing and whether it was actually affordable to buy a house in Canada. Quick answer is, not every city in Canada is affordable for the average person. If you want to check out that video, I'm going to put a link in the description so you can check that out, and one of those awesome pop-up cards that pop up right there so you can link directly to it. But that got me thinking, what are the most affordable cities in Canada to buy a house? So I put together a list of the 7 most affordable places where you can buy a house in Canada. And if you want me to do separate videos sometime in the future on why these cities are so awesome, let me know in the comments below, and maybe we can do separate videos talking about each one of these cities. And if by the end of the video you say to yourself, hey, I'd really like to buy a house in one of these awesome cities, I'll have my contact information below. Hit me up and I'll get you connected with an awesome real estate agent in those cities. But before we get into talking about the most affordable cities in Canada, I gotta tell you another terrible joke. Why should you always have house parties in a haunted house? Because the ghosts will bring the booze. If you have a terrible joke that I can use in a future episode of Bald Prairie Real Estate, put it in the comments below. And if at the end of the video you liked it, give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. It would be really easy to just take the average house prices in Canada, put in a list and say these are the cheapest, but cheapest and affordable are 2 very different questions. Small town Saskatchewan, there's tons of really cheap houses to be bought. There's not a lot of jobs there. Affordability is your income compared to the house price. So we're gonna be looking at how affordable these cities are, not just how cheap their house prices are. We're looking at cities that would have a wide variety of job opportunities and services and amenities available to you. It has to be independent, separate cities. We're not looking at suburbs or cities in a larger metro area like the Greater Vancouver or Greater Toronto areas. The way I calculated affordability was looking at how much of somebody's monthly income would go to owning a house. So I used CMHC's data on average household pre-tax income. The reason I've used pre-tax is because every province in Canada has different tax laws and benefits, which will make this more complex. And as well, every person's tax situation is going to be different. My wife, who's a contract employee, has a very different income tax bill than myself as a small business owner, even if we had the exact same pre-tax income. So I'm just using pre-tax to make it simple here. And I'm just using the mortgage costs and property taxes. I'm taking out utilities because, again, utilities can vary wildly based on your usage. A couple other quick things I used for calculations: a 2.25% interest rate. That's a pretty common 5-year fixed rate. At the time of recording this video, I pulled property tax information from all the different cities to make sure we can accurately put that in there. And for prices, I'm using the composite benchmark price. Composite meaning all property types together, so houses, townhouses, and condos all lumped into one metric. The benchmark price is going to be a more accurate measurement of house prices than the average house price, because average house price can be skewed up or down based on high value sales or low value sales. The benchmark price gets rid of those variations based on high or low value sales. Just for quick reference, the average household income in Canada is under $100,000, and the national benchmark price is $730,000, meaning just the mortgage, not even including property taxes, just the mortgage payments on that will eat up 37% of the average household's monthly income. Now, let's go look at what are the most affordable cities in Canada to buy a house. Starting off this list at number 7 is Calgary, Alberta, and no matter how you slice it, consistently, Alberta has the highest average household income in Canada. I've always found it really interesting. Highest average household and nowhere near the highest household prices. And Calgary offers pretty much everything: job opportunities, amenities, services, You name it, Calgary's got it. Average household income in Calgary is about $132,000 a year, and the benchmark price is $460,000 a year. It's gonna mean you're gonna need about $23,000 for a down payment to buy a house in Calgary. Your monthly mortgage payment is gonna be just shy of $2,000 then. Your property tax is about $285 per month, meaning that your monthly mortgage and property tax payment, about $2,300 a month. You're on average gonna have $11,000 a month to spend, meaning that in Calgary, the benchmark price house takes up 20.5% of the average household's monthly income. Number 6 on this list is Winnipeg, Manitoba, and I love to rag on Winnipeg because I just don't like the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, but back in the day, I played football with Andrew Harris, so for the rest of this segment, we're gonna wear Andrew Harris's number 33 Winnipeg Blue Bombers jersey. Much like Calgary, Winnipeg has lots of services, amenities, job opportunities, but you are gonna have to deal with Winnipeg's really harsh winters. Average household income in Winnipeg is about $100,000, and their benchmark price is $317,000. Means your minimum down payment is gonna be about $16,000. Monthly mortgage payment just shy of $1,400 a month. Property taxes about $330 a month. That means your mortgage payment and property taxes combined about $1,700 a month. You've got $8,300 a month for the average household monthly income, meaning that in Winnipeg, they just beat out Calgary. Percentage of your monthly income going towards your mortgage, your property taxes is going to be 20.3%. Number 5 on my list of most affordable cities to buy a house in Canada is Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Little known fact, I was born in Saskatoon and I went to university there, and maybe I'm a little bit biased, but I think Saskatoon is one of the most beautiful cities in Canada. They call it the Paris of the Prairies for a reason. Average yearly household income in Saskatoon is about $100,000. Their benchmark price is $330,000, meaning your minimum down payment is $16,500. Property taxes, about $275 a month. That means that your monthly mortgage and property taxes combined, just shy of $1,700 a month. You have $8,300 average monthly income, meaning that to own a home in Saskatoon is going to take about 20% of your monthly household income. At number 4 on this list, we're heading to La Belle Province in Quebec City. Now, I said Saskatoon was the most beautiful city in Canada. I think Quebecers would have something to say about that because Quebec City is also utterly stunning. Average household income in Quebec City is about $92,000 a month. Benchmark price is $292,000 a month, meaning your minimum down payment is about $14,600. Your monthly mortgage payment about $1,200 a month. Property taxes $210 a month, meaning combined just shy of $2,200 a month. You got about $7,700 per month average household income, meaning owning a house in Quebec City is going to take up approximately 19% of your average household monthly income. Taking 3rd place on this list of most affordable places to buy a house in Canada is Edmonton, Alberta. Much like Calgary, Edmonton is a major center, a large population, tons of job opportunities, services, pro sport teams. You're close to the mountains like Calgary. Edmonton's kind of got it all as well. Average yearly household income in Edmonton is $123,000 per year. Benchmark price is $350,000. Their minimum down payment then is $17,500. Your monthly mortgage payment's gonna be about $1,500 a month. Property taxes just shy of $300 a month. That means it's gonna cost you just about $1,800 a month to own that home. Your monthly income is about $10,000. So in Edmonton, Alberta, it's gonna cost you 17.3% of the average monthly household income to own a house. Just barely missing out for first place on this list is St. John's, Newfoundland. It's also the smallest city on my list here, but there's still over 100,000 people that call St. John's home. And I think a few of them might not be very happy with me spoiling this little secret about how St. John's is kind of a little slice of heaven on earth, and they have some of the nicest people you will ever meet that live in St. John's. You'll never be a stranger there. Average household income is $106,000 in St. John's. The benchmark price is $286,000. Means your minimum down payment is just over $14,000. Your monthly mortgage payment is going to be about $1,200 a month. Property taxes are under $200 a month for that. So it's about $2,200 per month to own that home. Monthly income just shy of $9,000 a month. So that means to own a home in St. John's, Newfoundland, it's going to take 16% of the average household monthly income. If you've been watching my channel for a while now, you know I am extremely proud to be from Regina, Saskatchewan. I rant and rave about how awesome it is all the time. And Regina is first place on this list of most affordable places to buy a house in Canada. Regina has the 10th highest average household income and the 3rd lowest benchmark price in Canada. Regina is an awesome city. It's big enough where you've got a lot of awesome options for services, job opportunities, etc. Small enough not to feel super congested. And of course, home to the best CFL team in the world, the Saskatchewan Roughriders. Average yearly household income in Regina is $110,000. The benchmark price is $270,000. Means your minimum down payment is about $13,500 a month. That makes your mortgage payment about $1,100 a month. Property taxes will be $225 a month on that house, meaning that your monthly mortgage is about $1,400 a month, and it'll take up only 15% of the average household's monthly income. Did any of the cities on this list surprise you? Or was there a city you think that's even cheaper, better place to buy a house in Canada? Let me know in the comments below if I missed one. Maybe we'll have to do a part 2 of even more affordable places in Canada to buy a house. If you want to know what's going on right now in the real estate market, right here is my most recent Canadian real estate market update, going through all these different cities, talking about prices and everything else. Right here is what the YouTube algorithm says you need to watch next on Prairie Real Estate. And as always, guys, thanks very much for watching.